Welcome everybody to Monsters and Madness, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast featuring some of the members and friends of the Hawk Cleaver Community. If you're enjoying the podcast, then please don't forget to head on over to hawkandcleaver.com, where you can find an amazing community of creators and content, including novels, short stories, comics, podcasts, and merchandise. So, without further ado, let's dive into this week's episode. Okay, we're going to jump straight back into it then. You guys, still adventuring in Croft, the City of Power, have successfully met Bunzel. Not as youthful and happy and smiling as his Funko Pop figure is. However, it is definitely him. Seems a little bit downtrodden, a bit hunched, a bit tired. And but yeah, he welcomes you guys into his house, which is very simplistic, and as this inventor of this magical power source, doesn't seem to have a lot of it actually in his own house. Just simple things like a light source, and that seems about it. He obviously gave you guys your 4,000 gold as a thank you for coming over and letting him know that Russellton is ready to receive the power source. However, he then revealed to you guys that there was something else that he needed help with. He believes that he may be getting targeted. Keeps hearing weird like scratches and noises outside his house, and felt like someone was at the door the other day, and he's getting a little bit concerned. So he has asked you guys, since you are here and since you've come all the way from Russellton, if you could, and you guys have come to the conclusion that it'd be best to do a stakeout to see if something is going down. I think that's pretty much where we left it. We had Uraprax up on the roof.
Oh yeah.
And everyone else was deciding whether or not we were going to go shopping or who was going to go shopping.
Oh, we know who's going shopping, especially, guys. It's we've got a contractor in, of course. Not Scamos Nowhere.
Yes.
Oh yeah. What was it? Dothamir
Screw-It.
Dothamir Screw-It, or it's a French name, so it's a Screw-It. But I don't have a French accent. It's classic builder.
So this alter ego is it's just you in overalls, isn't it? Or
overalls. I have a pencil behind my ear.
Yeah.
Little clipboard.
Like anything like a fake nose or
a big, like, thick moustache, like a foreman's moustache.
A big twirly one, yeah.
And it's quite simple, like a nice square one, like a foreman would have. And then if a hard hat is the thing here, then I may have one of those.
What's the construction uniform in this land, Lewis?
Oh,
what's appropriate?
Straight
PPE?
out of the gate! You gotta be kidding me!
What's the PPE for construction?
Usually they just wear helmets. If there was anything, they probably have a very
gloves, which I have a pair now.
Yes, with some persuasion, Oran has secured a pair of gloves which is able to handle the golden thread, the power source.
They're going to come in handy, Oran.
Yeah. Okay, so it's up to you guys. You're home aloneing this. You're going out and you're getting supplies. So what would you like to do?
Yeah, who wants to come on the shopping trip? Who wants to stay here and watch the professor in the meantime?
I'll run along.
I don't think any of us can come to the shopping trip, can we? Because you're disguised up so that if anyone's watching the house from outside, they won't realise that one of our party's gone. Is that right? Is that why you're wearing the disguise?
I guess that's why I'm going out in disguise. I guess I could get some local, especially as we're claiming this back on expenses. I'm sure if we're making large purchases from the shops, they will arrange for delivery, or some stout youths will carry our bags back to the house for us.
Because what was everyone doing? Someone was guarding Bunzel.
I think I'm guarding. Honestly, I can't remember, but let's say I am guarding at the door.
I've got this magic sack of items, so I don't know whether we want to take this or whether I should hand it over.
I mean, I could come along as well. I mean, I'm on the roof. I could potentially roof hop to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, and then when we're safely away from the house, then you can safely feather fall down and come and join me at the shops.
Yes.
And we'll do some pantomime of, fancy meeting you here, good sir. Will you help me with these bags for 10 gold? Well, I guess so.
Sure.
So let me just paint a picture. We're going to be walking down the street. I've got my magic sack. We've got a man with a moustache and a hard hat. And then we've got another creature jumping from rooftop to rooftop, like 50 meters behind us. Like,
well, I've just thought, like,
so inconspicuous.
We are known as travelling mercenaries, right? I can just pretend I've hired you for this construction job that I'm doing, this innocent, safe construction job.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're all going, or?
I think I'm going to stay and make sure that Professor's definitely going to let this band of lunatics back into the house, by which I mean make sure he stays safe.
I guess. I don't mind. I'll stay. I'm
Are you
happy.
confident?
I mean, he can come. I mean, who knows? I think he seems all up for it. He's looking forward to the party element, right? He wants some of the crunchy triangles and the dip.
I think he'll miss us. I think I'm just going to come along to keep this all in one location.
Narratively, it's easier to do. I can.
Although I am a bit concerned about Bunzel while we leave.
Is there anything we can leave for him?
Can we set up the pillow trap, and then I will spit some acid into a non-acid melting bowl, so he can use that as a possible weapon.
What's the reset on the pillow again? How long do we have to wait once it's activated, like it's used?
The pillow, as far as I can remember, is resets on the dawn. So you can, every night, Flink used to put his head against it and it used to put him to sleep. And then it would reset in the morning.
We don't want to blow it, and I understand that 90-foot explosion was a fluke one-off that will not repeat itself.
And what we might find is we come back and Bunzel has accidentally put himself to sleep and people have ransacked the house.
And added
the 90-foot radius explosion of the sleep spell is because you ripped the tag off.
Why don't we just take a key? Let's just ask him for a key.
Or lock him in his house?
Yeah, why not?
we could say, hey, we'll establish a secret knock with him, so he can definitely let us back in. We'll work out a nice secret knock with him so we can get back in. Make sure we really, really up on telling him about the crunchy triangles that we're bringing back to make sure he's still invested in this, and of course his ongoing safety. And then maybe we'll lend him a dagger or something and just do a little talk with him about if anyone comes at you to pretend to be going along with it but then stab them.
Nice. I think our special knock should be us all trying to clap at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
No one could possibly replicate that. It's got a certain delay to it. Like.
But yeah, I'm fine. I'll hop on the roofs, maybe a little bit ahead of y'all, just to check that the coast is clear and that we can venture forth.
To be honest, as well, if this adventuring business doesn't work out, the damage we'll do to those roofs will leave our construction jobs. We'll have work for months.
We're going to be safe and sound.
Yeah. We have to go around the roofs. Those tiles are all going to have to be replaced. So
anyone who doesn't know that Dan's up on the roof is just going to hear crashing tiles hitting the street all the way along the shop.
Me thinking I'm being really stealthily when like, tiles are slipping.
Crunch.
You hear the occasional like, oh!
It's going to be at the end of the Lost World with the raptors on the roof.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, we'll see, I guess. Are you leaving the special sleepy time pillow with Bunzel as a doormat trap?
Yeah.
We'll put it under. We'll put it under the mat as we leave.
It's simple enough. If Finn is very careful with his handy haversack, he can kind of slump the pillow out without touching, and it kind of gently just falls onto the doormat.
Wonderful.
Good job, Finn.
Thanks.
Oh wait, I'm on the roof. Good job, Finn.
Hi.
I don't know what you're doing down there, but it might be good.
Sounds pillowy.
I'll just shout up. Right, lads. So you make sure everything's right there for the scaffolding. Safety first is, of course, what we want in this job. So you survey the top from there. We know we've got the design brief that we're going for here. The professor, he wants a perfectly safe remodeling. Really wants to make the most of the light in the kitchen area because you've seen it in there right now, lads. It's a dank kitchen. Let's be honest. We want to open that area up. Really make sure that the stairs aren't wiping out half of his living room. Goodness knows who built this place in the first place. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us, but in 2 days he's going to be delighted about what comes up. We all ready for this?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, you guys exit the house, carefully stepping over the pillow, of course.
Of course.
And with the whole spiel to kind of make sure everyone's believing that you are just renovating and you're not performing or fortifying or staking out. You are free to now go into Croft, the City of Power, and buy some supplies.
Wonderful. As we walk along, I'm just holding up like a piece of paper, like it's a checklist or some blueprints. That got the pencil behind me, but I've got another pencil that I'm using in my hand, not the one that's behind my ear.
That's how you know you're legit, because you've got 2 pencils. Okay. Uraprax, are you on the roofs?
I'm on the roofs.
Okay, I'm gonna need like a acrobatics then for you if you're roof hopping.
Right in the board. Acrobatics. 16.
It's going very smoothly.
Oh, I know.
Quite tricky because you've got a lot of gold thread to dive over or dive across or around. But yeah, you are successfully roof hopping. Roll a stealth though for me as well.
Where's my stealth? Okay. 6.
Okay, yeah. You as you're hopping from roof to roof, a couple of shingles and tiles are slipping and crunching. As you leap from one building to another, you can hear someone going like from the house underneath you, like, "What the hell is that, honey?" But you just leap across. Okay. Where would you guys like to go? What are you guys looking for?
Well,
we've hardware store.
We're gonna need a hardware store. We're gonna need a few stores around our trip. Let me just bring up my shopping list here, by which I mean turn over the piece of paper that I'm looking at, not bring it up on some mobile device.
We need a tarantula.
Yeah, we're going to need to go to a pet store, a toy store, a weapon shop, and a DIY merchant, possibly the blacksmith, and a food shop for your general store for your crunchy triangles and a cake.
Yeah, okay. Let me just Google all the things that Macaulay Culkin uses in Home Alone, and then I'll.
So, well, I've got my list. Do you want me to read off the list as we go, guys, while we're here? Because I wrote one out here. Do feel free to shout if there's anything else you would like. So,
I think we should just, before you start, we should just pre-warn any listeners into this episode. This is just going to be a shopping trip all night. It's going to take us all night to get this list.
I don't consider it a Dungeons and Dragons campaign unless there is not one shopping episode.
Right, so guys, here's the list, and then feel free to chip in at the end with anything else that we might need. So number 1, tar for safety. Number 2, big wrought iron nails. Number 3, we need some just planks of wood. 4, some iron bars. 5, a spare crossbow and bolts. 6, a brazier or something that can just keep a sustained flame in there, because we're going to need to keep our tools nice and hot. 7, a couple of health potions in case of any accidents on the job. Some fireworks, some marbles, a bit of grease, some spare bricks, because we're going to be constructing walls, of course, so you need some bricks. Some of those little caltrops that that a ninja might drop on the floor as they're running away. There's little sharp tack things that might go into people's feet. That's for hanging pictures, of course, because actually people outside the trade won't know this, but they damage your plaster a lot less when they come out of the walls after you're done with those pictures there. We're going to need some chains, some extra rope. If it's available in town, we'll need some bees. And so if there's an apiarist around, we could use some bees from them. We're going to need some potent alcohol. Anything 70% proof plus will do.
I'm on board.
We'll need some pliers, the D&D, Doritos and dip, a cake, a tarp for cleaning up messes that might occur while we're very safely building, some cleaning supplies, a wooden board that we can use as a safety sign, put out the front, paint and brushes, a caged rat, and some general tools, so hammer, saw, etc. Is there anything I've missed?
Cardboard cutouts we had on the list.
Oh yes, I mean we can decorate those with the thing. So yeah, we'll need some cardboard cutouts.
And you didn't mention the tarantula.
Yes, I'll put the tarantula
I'm going to
in
retract my original statement. This is actually going to be 2 episodes.
there. Maybe we'll just roll for how well we shop.
I think we can do all this in one shop easy. Just one place that sells all that.
You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna make that happen. Yeah.
is D&D World like America, where it's just like Walmart that sells everything?
Everything there. Yeah.
The Walmart. Yeah.
The wall.
Skip into montage. Just
Yeah.
You now have the things.
I'm racking my brain. Why does he use a cake in Home Alone? What does he do with a cake?
Oh no, the cake is just for us.
Oh, right. Okay. What trap does he use a cake in Home Alone?
Oh no, I'm not. Macaulay is an inspiration to a lot of the work we're doing here today, but in many ways it would be dishonourable to just replicate his things entirely. Plus, some sort of omniscient force that is directing the actions of our enemies might be able to know and predict exactly what Macaulay would do and exactly how they could counter that type of thing. So the sensible adventurer would have to have some points of differentiation in there to make a safe renovation, which is of course what we're doing.
Can we get a jar of fire ants?
Ants, I'll put them next to the bees.
And a newt.
Okey-dokey. So, I mean, if we go into an animal shop, then
I reckon if this was Harry Potter, we could easily get the newt and the ants.
Yes.
But
That
not
makes
so
sense.
sure about
I'll take the lot.
this world.
Okay, so you head back into the kind of Vegas-y strip with all the luxurious shops and the fancy stuff. Roll investigation for me, or perception, as you begin to search for shops which may have the items that you're looking for.
Come on, baby.
Are we all rolling this? Yeah.
Let's start off with Scamos, as he has the shopping list.
I rolled a 14, and then what we want a perception, you say?
Mm-hmm. Or investigation.
Or investigation. Oh, I'll take investigation, please. I rolled a 14. I have +5 on investigation.
19. Excellent. One of the shops that kind of you're drawn to seems quite simple, but quite big shop. Almost kind of looking kind of more warehousey. And it's just has a very simple kind of everything here has the electric and everything here has the fancy neon sign. However, this one seems to be quite simplistic, very old school, like, you know, the proper old school where it just says bar and it's just got the kind of rectangle around it. It just says Old Jeb's Emporium.
Old Jeb's Emporium. Sounds great, guys. Shall we nip in here, see what Old Jeb has got for us?
Is that at the end of the street, the Jeb end?
Wow. Yep. Thank you for that.
Jebs. Gotcha.
Okay. You guys going in?
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yes, please.
hop on in.
I'll wait on the roof.
All right. Is Uraprax still on the roofs?
I'm keeping a lookout.
Okay. Everybody else goes in to Old Jeb's Emporium. Very kind of old school, very old westy kind of vibe. Got the shelves and the rows of bits and bobs, all kind of just stacked up nice and neatly, like cans and like trinkets and bibs and bobs and stuff like that. It seems to be very much a general goods store with a bunch of random stuff in it, but very old school, very old fashioned. Behind the counter, further on into the back of the this big shop, is a half-orc. Very, very old, almost just skin and bone, but he seems to still have quite darkish kind of leather armor. However, it seems to be his old armor back in his heyday, as now he's an old and skinny kind of whip of a man. It doesn't seem to fit him right, and this kind of chunky leather armor just kind of hangs off his bony shoulders and elbows. He's missing a lot of his teeth. He's very gummy. He's only got one of his tusks left from his kind of orc heritage. A bit of white kind of fluffy scruff just on the chin, and a tiny little bit of fluff just on the very tip of his kind of scalp, just jutting out forwards. Kind of looks at you guys and goes, "Well, howdy there. Welcome to Old Jeb's Emporium."
Hello. I mean, alright, mate. Old Jeb, is that right?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Old Jeb.
I've heard this is the place to be for all our construction needs. We got a big job on, and we want to try and get everything we need in one place.
Well, I can't be helping with that, old boy. There's no construction here. This is just general goods and oddities.
Okay, so let's go through our list and see what we can get from Old Jeb here.
I mean, if you can't find it here, I can help you.
Wonderful. So I tell you what then, for the purposes of time, we go through the list.
Right, do I need to pull up this list, this magical list? You managed to get quite a few bits from Old Jeb's Emporium. Nothing that would be... So stuff like the iron bars, for example, the brazier, chains and stuff like that, that is more a blacksmith's kind of job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he would probably have some stuff like nails and simple carpentry tools, maybe planks of wood, but very small, maybe just 2x4s and stuff for general crafts and the like. No bees, no newts, no fire ants or a tarantula. He has the simple tools, hammers, saws, and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll
he's
stock
got
up
a
on those.
paintbrush.
We'll stock up on those. Does he have any cardboard for our cutouts?
I don't know what you mean by cardboard, boy.
Thick parchment.
Hey,
Corrugated
I
parchment.
got
please.
some parchment here.
Yeah, we'll get some thick parchment, please.
All right, it's a scroll. Like, this parchment is big, chunky, rolled up nice and tight.
We'll unscroll and we'll double layer it and we'll put it into our designs, our templates for the wall decoration.
We can just have
Okay.
very
You say
sloppy
so, boy.
cutouts.
Some of this other stuff you need here, like iron bars and chains, I don't really have anything like that, but I could tell you where.
Oh, please.
Right here in my pocket. Wait a minute. Nothing here in my pocket is empty. That's a shame, isn't it?
Jeb wants us to bribe him. I'm sort of in love with Jeb. I think he's amazing.
Well, we're going to pay Jeb handsomely, of course, for this service here. But I tell you what, while we understand, Jeb, we understand how these businesses work. Your help would be very much appreciated, mate. Contractors like us, we got to stick together. How full we make your pocket might, will of course depend. So the iron bars and everything. How about the various animal items we need? If your pocket was full enough, might you know where we can get those items?
Well, it's a big old maybe. We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Oh, well, okay, guys. I mean, obviously, keep a tab of this. We will claim this as, we'll invoice this as facilitation costs. This is admin. This is post and wire. This is the type of stuff we're going to need to put on our expenses here. Okay, old Jeb. Let's see what we can do about that pocket for starters. Just so I'm not hailing this guy with coins, we do a very cool coin flick of a single gold, and that's just for starters.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, I just needed a little something extra to grease the wheels, if you know what I mean. Now,
oh, speaking of which, do you have any grease?
Let me look. Kind of gets up. As he gets up, a lot of bones creak and crunch. Kind of has a little look out back. Comes back a little while later. No, I ain't got no grease, boy.
Oh, well.
But the blacksmiths and the forgers should have something like that.
Wonderful. Add it to our list for there.
Well, look, I tell you what, because you've bought so much and you're so helpful, I tell you what, if you need stuff like from a blacksmith or these chains and whatnot, you need to go to Lavarion's Flame. That's the best place in town.
Making a note of that. Lavarion's Flame.
And look, there's only one lumber yard in this whole area, so I mean, if you need planks of wood and stuff like that, I mean, that's the only place you can go.
Lumber yard.
Down, boy! That's my dog. Ignore him.
Yeah. I know what it is to have ill-behaved dogs, old Jeb.
They're really going at it, aren't they?
Yeah, they respond very poorly to one person being in the other room and the other person, like, stepping away to go to the bathroom or something similar. Oh, they appear to have settled
if you
now.
need anything... I mean, you say you're renovating?
Yeah, renovating. You know, the professor of power himself has contracted us to...
Well, hell, you're not working for Bunzo, are you?
We are indeed. He felt it was long overdue that his house had a makeover, a remodel. You know, he's done so much for the town, and we think this guy deserves a house that is reflective of what he's done. So we're giving it a fresh lick of paint for him, making it a safe and welcoming environment for visitors of all kinds.
Well, why didn't you say so? He reaches into his pocket and pulls out the coin you toss him. If it's for Bonzo, it's on the house, boy.
Oh, well, very kind. I shall send him your regards, but the money we gave you for information, that is from us.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, I gave it back. I put it back in my pocket. But all your bits and bobs, yeah, you just take that. Anything else you need?
Yeah, I think the only things that we haven't been able to pick up from here, I take it we've been able to pick up like the other general pieces, like did we get the potions from here? Does he stock those at his general store?
No, you want to go to that fancy place that all the young kids go to.
Ah.
You need potions. In terms of this super shopping list, let's say no tar. He's got a couple of iron nails, but if you need something big and hefty, that's probably like a custom. You need a blacksmith.
Yeah, I mean normal nails will probably do. We just need sharp.
But you have a couple of anything metal, so like the plank, the iron bars you need, caltrops, stuff like that, chains. He doesn't have.
Yeah, we'll check in the blacksmith for that one.
No potions or anything like that. He's got a bit of wood, but this big chunky lumber that you're probably looking for to barricade windows. He doesn't have stuff that size.
So we'll go to the lumber yard for that. I guess the missing thing then is the toy shop for some marbles, and then the animal shop. Does anyone sell livestock around here? Curiosities, familiars, I guess.
I mean, you'd have to go out of town if you needed stuff like cattle and sheep and cows and stuff.
If I was hypothetically looking for spiders, bees, that type of thing.
If you're looking for bees and spiders, boy, go crawl around in the bushes. Find them yourself.
Good plan.
But yeah, I don't know a bit about these crispy triangles, though.
The crispy triangles. Turn to the guys. Guys, are we going to have to invent Doritos here?
This is what this whole campaign is going to be, inventing stuff.
I mean, there must be corn in D&D, right?
So hell, you want corn? I got corn for days.
Oh, we'll take some corn. Yeah, we'll take some corn. We'll home make some.
Okay, it gives you a couple of ears of corn as well.
Doritos.
Doritos. That's a good name. Run into an NPC called Doritos.
A crunchy NPC.
Yeah.
Oh, and we'll need some. Do you have any tomatoes or cheese?
No, I don't really have food as such here. I mean, I got
just corn.
bags of flour and
Just corn.
Just
corn. I do love it.
Okay, we'll have to get the material for inventing the dips to go with it later.
Yeah, that'll be the overarching adventure of this campaign. Inventing Doritos and dip.
I think we have everything we need from old Jeb. Anyone else want anything else they can see around here while we're here?
I think you've got it covered.
While all this is happening, Uraprax, would you like to, as you are keeping watch on the roof?
Ooh. Perception. For men. 12.
12.
Yes, Carl.
You see just the random hustle and bustle of this busy Vegas town. Nothing seems to really jump out at you.
Great. So, in that case, if we're done at old Jeb's, shall we move on to the potion shop next? And then, Finn, do you want to be in charge of this transaction as our most magically inclined?
Well, wasn't it you that sort of took an interest in potions recently? Who was it? I can't remember now.
Didn't you go to potion school with Wiggin Silvereyes and learn how to make potions? I took an interest in poisons, but
poisons. I'm getting confused. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'll handle potions with my expert knowledge.
Alrighty. So you guys all sorted at Jeb's?
Yeah, we bid Jeb a hearty and warm goodbye.
Well, you all come back now, you hear?
We certainly will. Next safe construction job that we do, we'll be right back, mate.
Yeah, tell Bunzo I said hi.
We will.
Big fan of his.
Oh, thanks, old Jeb.
I'm going to miss Jeb.
You're going to miss Jeb?
No, we're going to have to come up with reasons to go shopping here more often, guys. Every time we need anything, bits and bobs.
Oh, that must be the Jeb end.
Twice. In video games where it's like the same travelling merchant that visits you at each town.
Oh, we're talking Resident Evil 4.
He could just be the same guy that pops up every time.
I really hope Jeb's in the potion shop.
Yeah, or with a slightly different name.
Behind the scenes to the next shop.
Old going to be Jed, old Gab.
Seb in the potion shop, and then Tab somewhere else. All right. So you guys leave Jeb's Emporium, and you are heading over to Brews, the potion shop that has been dotted about this town as well. When you get there's a queue outside. Seems like several people are really, really wanting these potions.
Are we the kind of people that get in line or just sort of shove to the front?
We could go to the lumber yard or the flame place.
Therian's Flame, was it?
Yeah, I can't read my own writing.
Yeah, so there's the Therian's Flame, which is our best blacksmith in town. We have the lumber yard, and then we have the potion shop. Then we have a sideline and maybe looking for critters, and the toy shop for some marbles.
And then another sideline of going back to Jeb's.
Okay, I feel like we're getting blocked here. Maybe we should head over to Therian's Flame next to Blacksmith. That seems like one of the most useful ones as well. They might have some good stuff for us.
Alrighty.
Oh, and if we find the bees on the way, we can disperse the queue.
Nice.
Okay. Obviously, Jeb gave you some directions of how to get to this place. As friends of Bunzel and stuff, he was more than accommodating to provide that kind of information to you. So very simply and without hassle, you managed to get to Letherion's Flame, a very beautiful, beautiful forge, intricate and delicate details. The neon sign outside is almost the kind of neon tubing. They've managed to get it almost like fiber optics thin. Like, this is beautifully elegant sign. A anvil with beautiful details and Letherion's Flame kind of emblazoned on this anvil of this glowing sign. Everybody, apart from Finn, can everyone roll a religion for me?
Whoa. Do I need to?
Yeah, everyone apart from Finn.
Religion.
18 here.
18.
20 here.
Oof. Ooh.
Oof. I've got more of a plus on religion than I expected. I rolled an 8, so I've got 11.
Okay, so everyone apart from Scamos, Finn included, because he doesn't need to roll for this. Letherion, now that you're here with this beautiful sign and its very elvish nature, you can assume that Letherion is referring to Corellon Letherion, which is the elf deity of art and magic. Finn, being half-elf, already knows this, and you guys with your high religion rolls have kind of sussed this out. However, Scamos is looking at this sign like, yeah, it's a cool sign.
Yeah. Well, I'm a construction guy now. Maybe I can appreciate the make of it, the aesthetics, but it's got no meaning to me.
Yeah.
It's like when you're at school. I just like singing the hymns. They're just fun songs.
Okay, you head into the forge. Again, almost very much like Bracken's forge back in Russellton. Mainly, there's a small kind of inside area where there's some bits and bobs for you to buy and sell. However, the main stuff kind of is outdoors. Still has like a roof over it, but big, open, no walls or anything. More like just a roof to kind of protect from the rain on certain occasions. But it's all happening outside. This is a lot neater and tidier than the forge that you saw in Russellton. However, everything is kind of nice, beautiful, almost like a white marble-ish to it. All these shelves, the actual kind of forge itself, the clay and the kind of hard metals and obviously the very strong and thick bricks that this forge and this fire pit has been made from, almost like a beautiful kind of whitish marble. Working the forge is a very tall and slender and elegant elf. Seems to have these very delicate robes on and a very beautiful thin leather apron, which is almost as intricate and nicely laced and got intricate details and sewing into all of it. He is just hammering away at this very small, a very delicate dagger that he seems to be making. Not huge lumbering smacks like the other blacksmith you've seen, more very delicate and intricate details. He kind of spots you guys coming in, gives you like a little hand as a 1 moment please. And then he turns, he's like, Benjamin? And as you see, this kind of maybe 12, 13-year-old boy steps out. He's like, oh, yes, sir. And this elf kind of puts his hands out towards this boy that he's called for Benjamin. Benjamin kind of almost just waves his hands down very slowly and gently in the air in front of this elf. And all the kind of dirt and soot that has been accumulating on this elf just kind of magically sifts off of him, and he is beautifully clean. Kind of nods and he's like, merci, Benjamin. And I walks over to you guys. Welcome to my forge here. My name is Glusso. Can I help you at all?
Does Oran want to handle this one? Does he know? Does he know about blacksmiths?
He's our most hammery friend.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Particularly, but I'm happy to speak to Cluso. Hello, Cluso. We have
Glusso.
Oh, sorry.
Glusso. Glusso, yes.
I'm sorry.
Je suis désolé.
We have a rather odd and unusual shopping list that we're hoping that you can help us with. I don't have it right in front of me, but my friend and colleague here can show you what we're after. Would you be able to help us with any of the strange chains and nails and who knows what else that we have here for entirely,
safe
normal
cosmetic reconstruction to help out the Professor of Power himself with his renovations? We can show him the list and say, "Est-ce que tu prépares les items de list?"
Well, if you are working with Banzel, yes, of course I can help you. This list is quite simple, just chains and how long do you want these iron rods to be?
Iron
These,
rods.
how you say iron bars you've got here?
Yeah, we could use them of a length to frame a window. The standard house window size. Yeah, and maybe a couple of shorter lengths just in case we need any shorter ones, just for some decorative flourishes.
I do not understand. You are fortifying, securing a window?
It's as we say, almost a faux fortification. So, in many cases, the appearance of fortifications in some cases, but purely cosmetic.
So it is a aesthetic thing, how you say, yes?
Yes.
Oui, yes, okay. Yes, I can make all this stuff, a lot of things, like the chains, and I can make these iron rods for you. 1 second, please. Benjamin! And this little boy comes over, and Gluso kind of bends down quite low to Benjamin and puts a hand on his back. He's like, "You see the flame over there, my boy?" And Benjamin's like, "Yeah. It is a dark orange, but that will not be hot enough for our work." He's like, "Oh yeah, of course. So you increase the coal, make it hotter, like I have taught you." Thank you, Benjamin. And Benjamin runs off and starts tending to the forge. You have to forgive me. I have to look after him.
Oh no, it's understandable. He has to learn a trade, and I think you're very good with him.
Yes, I am. I'm how you say he's a guardian.
Admirable work taking on the apprentice. People put so much stock in just university education these days, but there's a lot to be said for learning a trade.
But of course, yes. But this is all for Banzo, yes?
Yes, we're helping him. He feels it's finally time to change the look of his house. He's been working so hard, and we think he deserves it.
Where everyone here adores Benzel. Myself included, of course. So please, leave this with me, and I will get everything that you need.
Oh, thank you so much, Gluso. Merci beaucoup.
Yes, oui. Myself and Benjamin will make all this stuff for you. I will make these iron bars that you want, these iron rods. I will make them a little bit longer, just in case, so you can definitely cover a window. Myself and Benjamin will work on this maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours.
Oh, c'est parfait.
C'est parfait. Oui.
Génial.
What? My knowledge is a semi-decent French accent, and that is it.
Very good. Excellent.
So whilst everyone's speaking absolutely fluent French over there, I'm just going to sort of like head off to one side because I thought Benjamin's sort of magical trick was really impressive. So I wanted to just have a quick word with Benjamin, be like, hey Benjamin, that was a really good trick you did. The magic you did cleaning. I mean, where did you learn that? That's really impressive.
Uncle Gluso taught me.
So he's not just a really good blacksmith, he knows magic as well.
Yeah. He looks after me.
And did he teach you that magic to help him, or was it for something else?
He just, as my guardian, I guess he's just teaching me everything he knows.
Does he know a lot?
Oh yeah, he's the best. He's amazing. Yeah, so clever with all like his blacksmithing and stuff, and the magic he knows.
That's good. That's good. Did he teach you any other magic?
Kind of looks over. Gluso is still talking to the rest of the party at this point. Kind of puts a hand out, and it's very, very small, but a small mote of fire appears in his hand, and he manages to huck it and kind of shoot it into the forge, into the fire itself.
Nice.
Just, and kind of shakes it because he's just like a little bit blackened on the hand there. I need to throw it quicker because it just manifests.
Very impressive for a 12-year-old. That's amazing.
13.
13. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
13 and a half.
I mean, I suppose it's only average for a 13-year-old.
Wow, that's so good that you've done that and you're only 12. Oh, 13? Oh, my keep up, mate. Wow.
No. That was a joke. I'm very impressed.
While you're chatting to him, roll an Arcana for me.
$14.
14. All right. You, as a magic user, are aware that these are very basic spells known as cantrips that you also have quite a few of. Seems like the magic one he used to magically clean Gluso is a spell called Prestidigitation, which can do many things: create random smells, random sensory effects like sounds and stuff like that, or smells. Can dirty or instantly clean items. It can also do stuff like boil water. And as a sorcerer, you technically have access to this spell as well. I'll have to double check the book and brush up on the sorcerers to know what you would have to do to rejig your cantrips. I think you need to take a long rest, or next time you level up, you might get a chance to do that. But with what you've seen and this little kind of chat you're having, semi-mage to semi-mage, you may be able to do stuff like that.
You're going to dirty up so much stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Dirtying up stuff and boiling water.
We can clean the kippers.
Remove the dirt from them magically.
I don't know.
If the kippers were prestidigitized to make them appear and smell delicious, would that just be an aesthetic effect and they would still be deadly poison? Because they have done that.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
I'm not on board with you cleaning them.
I mean,
No.
I might let you clean one, but not both. I can't risk the ripeness that I've been cultivating.
What if Benjamin
Magically
cleaned them?
enhance the dirtiness.
We could get Benjamin to clean them right here, right now.
You can ask a 13-year-old boy to clean your kippers.
This is what I'm thinking.
No, hold on. I want to have some confirmation from our DM that I'm not going to completely nullify the potency of these kippers.
Okay. Prestidigitation can create instantaneous, harmless sensory effects such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint magical notes, or an odd odour. You instantly can light and snuff out candles or torches or small campfires. You can instantly clean or soil an object. You can chill or warm or flavour 1 cubic food of non-living material up to an hour. You can make a colour or a small mark or a symbol appear on an object or a surface. You can create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in the palm of your hand and only lasts until the end of your turn. So, with that, being able to flavour things, with being able to
And
clean
soil
things.
them.
However, there's nothing, and with the ability to create odd odours, and you could do multiple of these in one turn, you could potentially clean, mask the smell, and
make taste of cotton candy.
make taste slightly better these god awful
Magically
kippers.
make them taste of nice kippers.
You can magically make nice kippers. However, it is just illusory. It is just a magical effect. So yes, they would look, taste, and smell okay, but probably eating them would not make you very happy.
You see, Oren, this is your key to trick someone to eating them.
Yeah, this is how you're going to win the bet with this magic spell.
The cleaning would be for real, though, wouldn't it?
Well, that's my question.
Yes.
Like, if we get this done, they're clean and they smell and they taste supposedly good for indefinitely until I muck them up again.
So they fall in another sewer.
The cleaning and soiling is, from what I gathered, the cleaning and soiling is permanent. However, things like smells and taste, I think, only said last an hour.
I mean, I'd be up for soiling them further.
Yeah, increase the damage.
I mean, we've learned another valuable thing here as well, that if we strike out on tomatoes and cheese for our dips for our Doritos, you can actually infuse the flavors into the Doritos you've already made.
Yes.
Basically, you're walkers now. You can come up with any flavor you want. You can magically flavor crisps. We're going to be bigger than Bunzel, guys.
But do you have to have already smelt the smell or taste the taste to be able to use that on another object?
Yeah, do people know about salt being combined with vinegar in this world already?
Do the people of Dungeons and Dragons know about vinegar?
Salt and vinegar, cheese and onion are these combinations that will have us run out of town as witches.
Yes.
Prawn cocktail heresy is that.
Heresy!
They'll cry.
Wow, okay. So,
But we've learned a good trick today.
yeah. Let's just rewind a little bit. Uraprax, if you're still roof hopping, I'm going to need another acrobatics from you.
Gotcha. Oh crap! 8.
8. You slip and fall. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
I don't want it.
No, come on, you got
I got it.
it. One more time, bud.
Yeah, I got it. 3. I got a 3. I got a 3.
What about your plus?
That's +2.
Oh,
so
you
I got a
rolled
3.
1.
I got a 1.
Oh, mate. You slip and fall off of this forge roof. And in your blind panic, you grab the golden thread.
Whoa.
So as you slip and fall...
It's in an acorn.
That's my door. Hold on, we'll be back in 2 seconds.
There it is.
You take 6 points of damage from just the fall alone. However, grabbing this golden thread, this weird energy surges through you, almost like an electric shock, and all your kind of muscles tighten and stiffen as this weird kind of taser kind of effect goes right through you, and you take another 8 points of damage, and you slam to the floor.
Sounds like me.
Sounds like me.
Cool, thanks.
So
all that's happening. So we got Finn's talking to the Benjamin. Everyone else is discussing with Gluso about what kind of things they need, how much chain they need, how many of these metal bars and rods they need, and pins and nails and stuff like that. And then Uraprax just falls onto the ground outside.
As we're stepping out of this shop after we bid the other guys, but well, do we just really nonchalantly go, "Hey, Uraprax," and just carry on?
Hey, buddy.
You okay?
Yeah.
He says, like ever so slightly smoking on the floor.
Yeah, still kind of twitching.
Shocking.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, do I have any healing abilities? I know I have like a healing shield, but I don't know whether I can actually restore.
Unfortunately
Health.
not. You do have a magical shield which will boost your armor and
Yeah.
part of the hits, but in terms of healing, no, you do not.
No, didn't think so. Okay.
I'll have to learn that one of these days. Or maybe buy a wand with some charges. What's a better economy, health potions or a healing wand?
In terms of flat out price, you're better to buy some potions.
There
Magical
you go then.
wands which have healing abilities would be very, very expensive.
Okay, take a note. Steal.
Steal 5 potions, steal 1.
Yeah.
Not the other way around. Alrighty.
Right, was that old Jeb Oran at the door?
Oh yeah, that was old Jeb delivering Ocado. He's branching out, so this is exciting.
Yeah, Tar Nation.
Alrighty.
So we're on to our next stop. We have the lumberyard, the brews we still need to go to. Any rats around here that we can grab while we're here? Anyone spiny? Should we have a quick?
Definitely roll for it. Let's see if we can
Shall we
grab
quick?
one.
Right, everyone have a look around for rodents before we
Okay.
move on.
I am quite close to the floor, so I should be quite.
Are we all rolling for rodents?
Yes, everyone can roll for rodents. This would either be investigation if you wanted to get like proper on your hands and knees and start crawling through the alleyways and looking under barrels and bits and bobs, or animal handling if you wanted to maybe rustle about in the bushes to try and find spiders, or survival, whatever one of those 3 you fancy.
Whichever one is better for us.
Yeah.
7. No good.
6.
7 for
6 for survival for me.
Yeah, most of mine are plus
What was the
3,
other one?
so
Animal handling, survival, and.
investigation, but that would be madman proper crawling on your hands and knees.
Sherlock Holmes in it, looking
Sherlock
around.
Holmes in it, yeah.
Right.
17.
My best is investigation, so I rolled a 10. I've got +5, so I'm 15 at best investigation. So people are rustling in bushes. 2 of us are crawling about.
No one seems to find much apart from Uraprax, who does find a. What one do you think you'd be looking for, Uraprax?
I think I'd be looking for shadows scurrying in a nearby alleyway.
Okay, so looking for rats, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, although this kind of fantasy Vegas, the city of power, is quite nice and clean, you do see the telltale signs of rats being in the area, some barrels of, not barrels, some big sacks of like wheat and grain and hay do have a little bit of nibbles in the kind of canvas sacks, and you can, just at the corner of your eye, going down an alley, see a rat scurrying along.
Grab the rat.
I grab the rat.
Okay. you give chase to the rat and try and grab it. Roll a dexterity for me as you kind of dive and try and grab this rat.
This is
It's
not
recently,
my episode.
it's a recently electrocuted man.
17 again.
17 again, yes! You scoop it up and it's just as this rat is scurrying about and trying to get out of your grip.
Can I use power of suggestion on it, or is that only for humans?
I mean, is that a spell you have, or is this just you trying to...
Yeah, it's a spell I have.
No, you don't! What was the name of the spell?
Second level enchantment suggestion. I can magically influence a creature that I can see within a range.
Wait, what, you have this?
I don't know, I think so.
Hold
Just
on
say
one
that
second.
you do.
Yes, I definitely have this. 100%.
You have... Oh, you've got a second level spell, suggestion, right. Okay, so just... Let's see if it...
Yes, Finn. Stomp the dim.
Don't know if the creature needs to understand you.
Yeah, that because it can obviously hear me, but I don't think it can understand.
And can hear. Yeah, the magical creature needs to be able to hear and understand you.
That's
Okay.
different people all the time, though. They probably hear nothing but human speak.
A for effort, but unfortunately that wouldn't fly. You could just do a straight up animal handling if you wanted to just swaddle this rat and try and calm it.
Yeah, calm the rat.
Yeah, I'll let you. Uraprax
Just
do
whack
that.
it with the kipper.
Yeah.
Let it
I'll-
sniff the
I'll-
kipper.
Can I try and like cuddle it and tame it?
Okay, yeah. Roll an animal handling.
Oh, it's not gonna.
If you don't roll this, I'm going to feed it some of the kipper, and if that kills it, I've won the bet.
Do you know what's really annoying? So I've got a notebook that's slightly on an angle. It rolled, landed on 15, rolled back, and moved to 5.
Fine. You take an additional point of damage as this rat bites into one of your fingers.
Jesus, I can't do this anymore, guys. Whose idea was it for me to jump on roofs?
I walk over to Uraprax and try and tempt the rat with just a little crumb of kipper.
Okay. Okay, 1 second.
We should have cleaned it magically first.
Lot of shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I think it's a rat, man. It's gonna eat a kipper if it's been in the sewer, right? Rats.
Yeah.
Maybe,
rats.
maybe.
Rats are probably.
Surely that's just seasoning for a rat.
Okay, so rat has an advantage on wisdom saving throws and perception checks that rely on smell. So he gets to roll twice, but he rolled terribly. Yeah, this rat eats this dodgy, disgusting bit of kipper.
Fantastic.
Let me roll a constitution to see if this rat survives.
I'm just going to pause it there a second. I'm literally having visions of a rat stood in an alleyway, bent over, rolling like big dice on the
This
ground,
rat with trying
just
to
gambling down
dice.
some alleyway. Like.
Okay. So the rat rolled a 1. The rat will take some damage for this. So Uraprax, just something small, just a 1d4 poison for this piece of kipper. Actually, no, this would be Oran. We rolled this, right? Oran.
Add this to your potential kill list.
Oran, roll a 1d4.
2.
2? Okay. Well, the rat only had 1 hit point, so the rat's now dead.
Victory!
All that effort.
Well, now I'm thinking though, like, it wasn't exactly the plan I had. Can we use a dead rat?
Oh
This
yes,
rat-
sorry. I just totally ruined our whole plan. I killed the one rat that we caught.
Eats this bit of kipper, starts convulsing randomly, kind of hacking and trying to get it back up. It's horrible high-pitched squeal as it gags and gags, and then it just goes still.
I actually feel a little bit bad for the poor
That's
guy.
horrible.
Yeah.
I look at Orin as if to say, dude, come on.
Yeah, come on. I put a
look-
guy's eye out, but it was a bad man. That rat was just living its life.
I didn't know it was going to eat it. I didn't know it was going to eat it. But it did.
Be like, it's fine, it bit me.
Do you think if I use shocking grasp, I could jolt the life back into it?
Try it. Try
We
it.
have to try it. We have to
Try
try
I
it.
want to use shocking grasp to try and bring this rat back to life.
If it's a low voltage, it should be fine.
I want to use maximum voltage.
Oh my
I
god!
use Shatter Phantasm.
Yeah, shocking grass. Okay, so usually you have to make a spell attack to see if you can successfully hit the target. However, if this is just a tiny rat and you are holding it. You don't need to roll that.
And it's dead.
Yeah.
It's not trying to evade.
Throws it into this rat. And you guys have seen the Green Mile, right? This rat just bursts into flames. Finn, you just drop it like, oh god! Why did I do that?
Hold on. Can we use a flaming rat, though? I think we can probably use that.
Well, I guess spoilers for the plan. If we caught a burglar, I was going to put the rat in a cage and get it to burrow through a guy's head, but now it's dead. So,
Probably not.
I mean, if you guys want to keep a burned rat, then we can.
I think,
It would be
I think we've
the
done all
weirdest
we
thing
can
we've
here.
collected. Yeah, shall we go to the lumberyard?
Put it in the bag.
This
What?
poor rat.
Are we taking it or are we leaving it?
It's in a better place now.
We need to bury it. It's like
Right, hold on. I got this. I summon Ian Visible to find a place to bury him
yeah.
and give him a Viking funeral while we go off.
Okay, so this invisible. I cannot stress this enough. It is unseen. It is invisible. Your servant. So now there is a burnt, floating rat just going off down into the alley, just floating away.
Beautiful. That is beautiful.
Job well done.
To get a proper Christian burial.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, make sure that you're marking off that you're using these spells because you can only do so many before you have to rest up again.
You can need a.
I've just used like all my best spells.
I've killed
Need a
so
little-
many rats tonight. I'm gonna have to rest, guys. I can't do this anymore. I can't
Yeah.
fight. I killed a rat earlier.
I've killed too many rats. I gotta go to bed.
Or not even that. I tried to resuscitate a rat earlier. Now I can't fight.
We'll just have to have a little. While we're doing some construction later on, those of you that need to recharge your magic can have a little siesta.
Okay.
I think Oraprax might need a rest too.
Topic episode.
Yeah, I'm suffering.
How much damage did you take, Uraprax, in the fall? Because I think I missed that bit.
None of your business. So I've got a maximum of 18 health, and I'm currently on 3.
Whoa. Yes, he fell from the roof, but as he fell, he panicked and grabbed the gold thread.
Oh, yeah,
which,
that's
did additional damage to him.
And then got bit by a rat.
right. But we got our revenge. We got our revenge on the rat, at least.
I don't even know why Invisible was burying the fucking thing.
That was
Well,
just
Invisible
its
servant.
nature.
As
Take
long as
the rat.
Europrax doesn't come across a group of 3 rats, then we should be good to go.
That's the big bad guy. You figured out the villain.
Just three rats.
Three rats in a big coat like DuckTales.
Yeah, 3 rats in a trench coat.
Let them minding their own business.
You killed our father.
Yeah.
You will be avenged.
Okay.
So where to next, guys?
What's going on, guys?
Are we going to the lumberyard or the toy shop or the
We need to go home and
cruise?
like heal.
I'm gonna put my coat, my tail between my legs and head back to Bundles. I think
Yeah,
this is too much adventure for me.
Yeah, you head back and rest up. Maybe if
I'll
you
go
take
across the rooftops.
If you take the corn with you, you could make a start on the tortillas.
Perfect.
Okay, how about you?
Doritos.
You give me the items we've got so far. I go back with Uraprax and start unpacking.
Yeah, start unpacking and getting the wood cut to the right length. Maybe start on the cardboard cutouts. We're going to need a Michael Jordan. We're going to need.
Who is this? Michael Jordan.
Michael Jourdain.
Michael Jordan.
We don't have the wood yet, though, do we?
We have we have some little 2x4s from
Yes.
old Jeb.
Old Jeff had some little 2x4s, but he said if you need anything bigger or longer, you need to go get it cut at the lumberyard.
Do we need bigger and longer than these 2x4s?
2x4 is probably enough for boarding up some windows, especially have the iron bars. If you have a spare, just want to whack a nail through one in case it comes in handy. Yeah. So you can start on that. Oh, and also if you got use a bit of that parchment to make sure we're fulfilling our alignment challenge. do make a sign that says "No burglars, danger, trespassers. The proprietor is not responsible for the death of any trespassers." Soz.
Okay.
Okay.
So Oroprax, you're heading back. Finn, are you heading back with him, or are you
Yeah,
staying?
yeah. I'll
the
take what we
shopping
have so far.
And
Okay.
they're heading back, and then the two of us have. Well, if we don't need any more lumber, we could just go to. We could just see if we can deal with the issue at the potion shop. Maybe get some marbles along the way.
Oh yeah, the queue at the potion shop. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do it. Well, maybe let's go by the toy. Do we know where the toy shop is? Have we been given directions to that?
Place like this, gaudy old place. There's going to be souvenir places all around the shop, right?
Yeah, there is a lot of souvenir shops where you've seen all these Bunzel plushies and Funko Pop figures.
All right, let's just make a beeline for the closest one of them then.
All right, simple enough. Seems like a very cardboard, like a very copy and paste, almost like the brew shops. Seems like all these kind of souvenir shops are very, very similar. But very simply enough, you guys go in, you just kind of grab. What did you need?
We
marbles.
need some marbles. I'd take some. We'll get some more Funkos as well. They could come in handy.
Okay, you grab a couple of more Bunzel bobbleheads and some Bunzel Pop figures. And yeah,
are there any very small cars?
No
Small
cars or
carriages.
anything.
They would be
Yeah,
carriages.
little horseless carriages. But there are
no.
none. Microscopic ones almost.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be many marbles about either, from what you can see. However, Scamos, as part of your burglar's backpack that you have, it does have like 1,000 ball bearings in it.
Oh, great! These will be perfect. I already had this.
See? You had the magic all along.
Yeah. the micro machines were the friends we made along the way.
Okay.
Right, so it's just then the bruise situation we need to solve. So, Oran, are we going to stand in the queue nicely, or are we going to try and find a way to accelerate getting to the front, which could backfire horribly?
I mean, I'm game for just storming to the front and trying to get in. I don't know if it's a sort of nightclub situation where there's a bouncer that we can sweet talk who's sort of controlling the queue, or if it's literally just the citizens of Croft being very organised and queuing themselves. I guess we should go check out what the situation is at the front.
These shops, this brews, this is a dime a dozen. It's nearly on every kind of street. So there's several along the big Vegas strip, and then as it breaks off into slightly smaller, more residential, there's still a couple of these shops knocking about. However, now that you've kind of gone off and done some of those things, and now you've come back, you find one of the brew shops, and it seems to just have just like 2 people outside instead of actually a huge long queue. And one of those people is currently going in, so it doesn't seem like it's this one in particular is super busy.
Oh, hop in the queue then, shall we? We don't have to do anything tricky.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we speak to the person in front of us in the queue though and find out and just ask, what was going on here? Why was it so busy earlier? What have you guys been waiting for? There's so many of these brews shops. Why
I know,
the rush?
right? Fucking delicious. I'm gonna get the Mad Mage.
Hang on. A popular place on every street corner. People queuing out the door. Now, DM, tell us, does this place, when they're doing their accounting in the Doomsday Book, do they make out that they make a massive loss, so to avoid paying any taxes, by any chance?
I don't know, actually.
We'll find out if they're a true analog. Find out if they're a true analog for any large chain operations around here. But yeah, we can stand in the queue. And what was this guy having? The Mad Mage?
Mad
Mage.
Mage.
You wanted to buy the Mad Mage.
No, I want
okay.
Mad Mage.
It doesn't seem to take very long. Maybe a couple minutes, 5-10 minutes pass. He the guy in front of you goes in, as people coming out with their vials and potion bottles, very excited. Some of them already half drunk, people drinking them as they leave. However, the queue does eventually subside and goes in, and it is your turn to go in.
In we go.
As you go in, it is quite a nice, cozy kind of... It's not a shop, it's not like potions and things for sale out and about. It seems to be a long counter, almost like a bar at a tavern. Several tables and chairs scattered about for people to sit. Every single one of them seems to be full. People sitting there chatting. Some guys busy writing in a quill in the corner of the room with quill and parchment, working on something. And behind this bar seems to be this huge kind of copper keg thing, almost like what you could imagine like a moonshine kind of big still would be. It seems to have golden thread attached to it. Thousands of copper pipes, dials, levers, and it's all bubbling and churning away. Behind the bar, and then behind that against the wall, it seems to have a huge black chalkboard which has brews written on it in big squiggly letters. Seems like they've kind of done some nice autumn leaves as it's starting to get into kind of the autumn season, and they just have a huge list of all the kind of potions they do and how much gold they are. This queue does continue inside. There seems to be a couple of people still inside, still queuing at the bar. You see at the bar, next to this huge copper still, seems to be kind of slightly elvish in nature. You wouldn't say he was full elf, judging from what you've seen from other elves and what you know Finn to look like. Completely shaven head. Lots of thick, dark kind of makeup. His ears, though long and pointed, he seems to have put thousands and hundreds of thousands of different piercings that they almost droop and point downwards now from all the weight of the metal. He is talking to the people, turning and pulling all these levers and twisting all these knobs on this huge kind of still, making these potions, corking them, and they're just kind of giving them to the people who take them and hurriedly and excitedly scurry away. Eventually you guys, continuing up the queue, get to the bar. This elf, quite young, seems to be a lot younger than Finn anyway, with his pierced ears and his shaven head, kind of looks at you guys and is like, what do you want?
Oh no, we haven't. Now we've got massive choice anxiety. We didn't read the menu as we came up. Can I have
an Americano?
There we go. We figured it out. We don't do that, sir.
Can I have a couple of skinny health potions, please, and a triple truth serum?
Foam? No foam?
Yeah, no foam, thanks.
He gestures up to this chalkboard.
Tell us what's in the Mad Mage, please.
A Mad Mage is a simple health potion that we have added a potion of magic rejuvenation to. Drinking it will give you health bonus and which store spell slots if you have the ability to cast spells. The Mad Mage Mocker, as he kind of points up to it. Got the Adventurer's Delight, that's just a health potion with some added benefits. I mean, if you want something off menu, I can make stuff off menu. I don't have any cream at the moment, though. I'm out of cream.
Well, we're actually getting this order in for Bunzel himself.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. Do you know what his regular order is?
Nope.
Okay. Bunzel doesn't.
We're definitely going to want. We're going to want a slab of the Mad Mages, please. We've got a couple of magic users amongst us, so let's get a couple of those in for starters.
Okay. How many Mad Mage Mockers do you want?
4.
4. Mm-hmm. Anything else?
What have you got for your non-magic user?
Probably the best thing is the Adventurer's Delight.
Yeah, I'll grab me a couple of those as well if you don't mind.
Okay. Skinny, did you say?
Yeah, skinny if you don't mind. Maybe chugging a few. We've got a long weekend.
Okay.
Anything else off menu? Go wild.
I mean, some people like us to mix the Adventurer's Delight with the Mad Mage Mocker, but I just don't think it tastes very good.
Very good. How about something that will really give someone that little extra pep. Something if we're gonna have to stay awake all night, for example, but still get a good, still remain sharp. Have you got anything to help us keep that kind of edge?
Kind of sighs very heavily. Let me check the back. Kind of goes into the back room.
I've just realised, by the way, this is Lewis doing an impression of himself at work.
Yeah.
He's going to get a names.
He's figured it out.
He's going to get a names wrong on the cup as well.
Yeah. Gonna write all those names on the cup wrong. Okay. Alrighty, yes. He is able, comes back in. I can make you a couple of special things, but I'm missing a lot of ingredients. It's not going to be cheap, though.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, I can make you an extra light latte.
Oh yeah. And what will that bestow an adventurer, particularly one that has a habit of falling off roofs? That might be handy.
And the extra light latte will give the ability to defy gravity.
Nice.
Yes, please.
One extra light latte as well. Is that as well as the mockers? Are you swapping that for the Mad Mage mockers?
No, we're keeping those on, thank you.
Okay, so 1 second. Gets a bit of paper and a pen. Right, so 4 Mad Mages. And you want an extra light latte?
Please.
2.
2 extra light lattes, yeah. You want anything else? I can get you a lemon zinger.
Oh, what's a lemon zinger?
Makes you quicker.
Yeah, I'll grab a lemon zinger, please. And then have you got any just nice cake?
Yeah, I got a coffee cake.
Yeah, I'll grab a cake while we're here as well. Just
But what's coffee?
Coffee.
Oh, you have coffee?
Yes. For argument's sake, there is coffee in the...
Because I asked for an Americano earlier, I didn't get one.
There's no American.
Not that kind of franchise, sir.
Oh, okay.
How many lemon zingers do you want?
Oren, do you want a lemon zinger?
Yeah, fuck it.
2 lemon zingers, please.
2 lemon zingers.
Should have come back with like a massive cup holder full of...
Yeah, like the big 4 cup holders. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's everything.
Yeah, we want the whole coffee cake, though. The whole thing, not just a slice.
Oh, yeah, okay. It was like 12 pieces of coffee cake.
That's alright.
12 pieces of coffee cake. Anything else for you today, sir?
Nah, it's all good.
Want a coffee? No, we don't want. No, that's everything.
I'm on the clock.
Yeah, fine.
He kind of turns. As he turns, he's like, "Oh, fuck my life." Okay, 4 Mad Mages. I got to do some math here. Hold on. Let me get my calculator. Let's see, 4 Mad Mages. And then you want extra light lattes.
I feel like I'm actually at this place and he's about to make these drinks for real.
Yeah.
Method acting.
2 lemon zingers, is it? Yes, it was.
Yes, please.
And then
12 pieces of coffee cake.
let's say the coffee cake is cheap. The coffee cake is cheap. Okay.
Look at this, as if by magic I had a delivery while this was happening.
Yeah.
The 1,172 gold, please, sir.
Oh my god.
That's almost 2 windows. Yeah, but pay
Alrighty.
Let me just make a note of that. How much was that again?
1,172 gold?
1,172 gold.
Do not pay that. Do not pay that at all.
We're
You're not
expensing it.
Expensing it.
We're expensing it. It's fine.
What? He's not going to pay that much for 12 cakes and
12 cakes.
He's doing you here.
The 2
Cake
gold
next.
is for the cake.
Ignore.
Potions are expensive. We only got it so cheap from Wiggins because we went and farmed the weed.
All right.
Like a standard health potion is like 500, wasn't it? When we went and it was like a couple of hundred at very least.
A very bog standard is... Oh my god. I want to say 50 gold for like the basic of
I
healing
think I wrote
potions.
it down. I think you said 120 gold. Did you?
Oh,
No,
sorry.
maybe I
100
made
oh no, you haggled him. Yeah, 150 gold for a basic healing potion.
So we're not doing too badly, unless Oran, do you have your Brews like stamp card, your membership card here?
Oh no, but we should ask him if we can maybe sign up.
Is there any type of loyalty scheme you guys have?
Yes, we have our standard loyalty cards where you every time you come in and buy, we will stamp the card for you, and then you will get a discount once you have filled in your card.
I mean, we're buying a lot of stuff here, right? How many stamps are we going to get over here?
It is 1 stamp per purchase, so
Oh man. Well, but
I
the
mean,
existence of
can you put this through in 15 transactions, please?
separate transactions in one visit do not count as different purchases. So
What if you leave the store and then come back?
hold on, but the existence of a standard loyalty scheme or whatever it's called, that kind of suggests to me that there's a premium. Is there a higher tier that we can join, or is it just the standard one? Some kind of coffee subscription.
Fuck me.
I tell you what.
If you want to be part of the Brews Gold membership, that would be an additional charge, sir. You will need to make a purchase of 3,000 gold or more to even be accepted into that gold scheme.
Okay.
Should we just
how
double
about-
up everything?
Or how about this, sir? What if you gave us a negligible discount and we ended this conversation? How would you feel about this?
He reaches underneath the counter, pulls out one of these standard, not a gold, standard loyalty cards, stamps it like 3 out of the 8 times, and just gives it to you.
Have a splendid afternoon.
1,125, 52 gold.
We pay him. Oh, 52.
Yes.
1,100 and something, was it? 72.
I've said 52 now.
No, back to
72
you,
is
back
what you
to you.
said.
Okay. Another huge roll of the eyes and a huge sigh as this elf starts turning all these dials. He has to go out back and get weird different ingredients. At one point, he has to completely remove one of these copper pipes. He does like a big kind of butterfly bolt which kind of stops the flow, removes this whole chunk and whole kind of intricate plumbing system, and inserts a different one onto this machine and restarts the flow. As all these weird kind of pipes and hissing and bubbling and steam is going everywhere. But after a while, I mean, it takes quite a while. You can see the queue behind you is getting longer and longer. Looks like usually people only come in and buy like one and then leave. You have, after a while, and after the 1,000 and something gold, you have 4 Mad Mage Mockers. You have 2 extra light lattes. You have 2 lemon zingers. And a whole coffee cake.
I'm excited.
Alrighty. While all this is happening and you guys are being served, Finn and Uraprax, is there anything you'd like to do as you're heading back to Bunzel's, or are you just making a straight up beeline?
You know when like someone's really drunk on a night out and you kind of like have to hold them up because they're a danger to themselves?
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing that to Uraprax because if anything touches him, I feel he's going to permanently die.
Yeah. That's
As opposed to temporarily.
Yeah. Temporary death would be acceptable, but permanent death, no way.
I'm babbling shit about the electrical wires.
Okay.
You've developed a stammer.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't touch the wires.
I'm like Tommy Timmy in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, he gets electrocuted, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What are your 2 passive perceptions? So at the bottom of all your skills and whatnot, you should have a little passive perception. If you can't find it, it is just 10. Oh,
So
11.
mine's 15.
15. Let me roll.
Let you plot and scheme.
Oh,
Wow. That was
Oh.
a dramatic.
That was like,
he's
let me
really
just
not
see.
happy about that coffee order.
Maybe
Unless he's doing
back.
something super
I'm back.
devious.
Sorry.
I thought for a second you'd been like, no, you rolled too low. You cannot even perceive me anymore.
Switch screen.
No, I put my phone on the side of my laptop, and it must have just hit the magnets and thought the screen was shut.
Screen's closed. Good night.
Screen's closed. I can go to bed now. Yeah.
It's like putting a cloth over a canary. Nighttime.
Nighttime. Okay. Finn, out of the corner of your eye, you notice the oaks.
Oh my god!
Oh! I don't. I'm
Zora
babbling.
noticed them.
No,
It's gonna-
with his
just
passive
me.
perception of 11 and the fact he's been electrocuted about 5 minutes ago. No, he doesn't.
He's
It's
not
going to be
gonna
the first
remember any of
episode all over again. He's going to be like, I carry on.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a young, kind-faced elven couple. They're holding hands, and they are kind of walking along in kind of the more. You kind of get into the kind of industrially, which then bleeds through into the residentially area. You kind of left the strip, but yeah, they look a little bit tired, a little bit mucky, like they've been working hard out in the fields. A little bit of dirt on their brows and on their clothes, but you can just see them like across the way, on just like up the road, just making their way.
Okay, so I'm not sure whether to shake or slap Uraprax like awake again, or
Don't slap me. I have low health.
yeah, maybe not slap, or use any remaining magical ability I have to sort of almost give him like a shot in the arm to. I don't know. I'm sort of struggling to think of any way, but I'm panicking. I think, he has to see this for himself. I can't just drag him over in his semi-unconscious state right now.
No, that's absolutely fine. You slap him on the chops, like, dude, look.
What?
It's the Oaks. The Oaks. It's them.
Where? Oaks!
Get yourself
Oaks!
together.
It's us! We've been looking for you, Oaks!
But don't
They,
go running over,
they kind
because
of-
if you trip, then you might end it.
Yeah. They kind of stop. They're ahead of you, walking the same direction, so you currently can only see their backs. They kind of stop and they kind of turn and look, and they're like, "Oh, hi, hello."
I come skidding up. What are you doing here?
Oh, well, we're kind of living here now.
I do not understand. You sent us to Russellton. You gave us crochet knitted wear, and we were looking for you, and now you're here.
Well, yeah, the big. You remember the big orc guy that was kind of our guide, our chaperone through the forest?
Huh?
Yeah, when we got to Russellton, he took one look and saw the goblins and hobgoblins, and he was like, "No, we got to go somewhere else." So he brought us here.
That simple explanation fills me with anger.
Hold on,
It's too neat.
Didn't they leave us in the middle of the night? Didn't that happen? What did the orcs do?
The Oaks, if you don't remember, the Oaks left you guys a note and the scarf. They said they're their orc chaperone, Grimmel, he suggested that they get up early and head out straight away. They had paid him to, Sherpa, safely get him, or them, sorry, to Russellton. So he was like, no nonsense. As soon as they were awake at the crack of the dawn, they left.
What happened to your knitted goods? I thought you were selling knitted wear at Russellton. Is that happening here?
Oh yeah, well the plan was to help out where we could and just do some manual labour to get some extra coin under us. We still love to open up our little shop. She you're talking to the Mrs. Oak of this. As you look at, she looks at Mr. Oak, and he kind of nods. He's like, "One day, honey."
I turn to Finn. Dude, we have to invite them for a drink.
I fear you may die.
Why, it's the Oaks.
I don't know. Maybe we could. Well, I don't know. I think they're busy, but yeah,
Maybe
sure. Ask him.
Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Oak, it's been so long since we've last caught up, and so much has happened. We'd love to have you back, maybe for a bit, just for a drink. We're actually staying at Bunzel's for the night. If you wanna pop back and join us for a brew with his ingredients.
The husband speaks up. He's like, "Wait, you know the guy who did all this?"
Ow, we go back years.
roll a deception. roll a deception check for me.
15.
Wow. Oh. Maybe we should have gone with you guys instead of that orc, Grimmel.
I'm fucking saying, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to come back, we'll introduce you to Bunzel. I'll
really...
probably need to go for a nap because I'm a bit low on health. But just stay, just get cozy, and we can catch up. Missed you guys.
Oh. These two that you met one night when camping in the woods are very oh yeah, okay. I mean, if Bunzel's all right with us being there and having extra company, we could. She looks at her husband. He kind of nods yeah. I mean,
don't be silly. I wrap my arms around them, just guide them on.
You wrap your arms around them, but you're more carry me, please.
Just thinking of burnt flesh.
Yeah. Have you still got the scarf we made you?
Yeah, Oren has it, right?
Oh,
Yes, I do.
right. The dwarf, right?
The dwarf, yeah. It brings out his eyes. We had a debate. We wondered who was going to take it, and we settled with Oren. It just suits him so well. I must say though, I'm quite jealous. I would like one for myself, but we can discuss that at a later time.
The husband kind of leans around to kind of look at his wife because you are now in the middle of them too. It's like, honey, what have we got? Have we got anything? She kind of looks. She goes, I haven't made anything recently. I might have something in my bag. Kind of reaches, has a little rummage around in her bag. Let me roll for it. All right. Excuse me. She pulls out a scarf.
Describe it.
Very similar to the one that Oran still has wrapped around his neck. However, where Oran's is almost like a kind of marine-y blue, almost like a deep royally blue, like a marine blue, Royal Navy blue. Yours seems, the one she pulls out for you is maroon. Dark, kind of reddish maroonish colour.
I turn around to Finn and just go,
I got a scarf!
well, I don't know if I should claim it for myself. Finn, what do you think? I
claim it.
You can piss off. Oren comes running down the road.
Running down the clinking bottles of potion.
I've got 2 scarves. I'm an anime protagonist.
I think it's well deserved. And if anything, it may even make you feel a bit better wearing it.
So I have a rainbow coat from a dead cat,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
a tree crown of something, and a maroon scarf.
Yeah.
I love it.
You clash like fuck.
As long as
Make it work.
I don't meet Gok 1 on this adventure, we'll be fine.
I give them both a kiss on the cheek and persuade them forward.
Okay. Again, these people you've met once.
I built it so much in my head.
Yeah, I know you did. Sorry,
And I'm a bit electrocuted.
I'm sorry. What was your name?
It doesn't matter. Come on, guys. I don't even know yours.
That burns harder than the electric.
Yeah.
Takes 1 point of psychic damage.
Yes.
And die. I mean, do you say or?
Okay, Uraprax Tempestus the Third. What were your names?
The husband puts his hand up. I'm a Beveltro.
Beveltro.
Yes. Belveltro. Beveltro.
Oh, I love it. I knew it was going to be a good name.
The wife handing you the maroon scarf. I'm Daria.
Daria. Pleased to formally make your acquaintance. And that over there is Finn Goldleaf.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
You've
sorry, Finn
adventured with him,
Ironleaf.
you've camped out
Ironleaf.
with him, you've killed goblins and monsters with him, and you kind of remember his last name.
It's all right. The state he's in, I'll forgive him.
Yeah.
I love how we're writing all this like oak information down as if it's going to be like really important, like later on.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill him.
If we need to be sure of this information because this is all turning on a dime. If they have a grandson called Gary, all bets are off.
Yes.
Oh, it's embarrassing how happy this has made me.
Maybe they're the grandparents of Benzo.
Wow. Madness. Well, they should know that who he is then.
Alrighty.
Onward!
So, after a lot of huffing and puffing and cursing under his breath, this potion barista, has finished all the potions. He's managed to find a box that is big enough to put this cake in. And so, almost like wine crates, but like kind of like a mix between like an old school wooden apple crate and a wine crate, with all these kind of potions just clinking and chanking around. You guys leave the brew shop with your several potions, your pockets very lighter, and your loyalty card stamped 3 times.
Yes, we must make a note of that. Loyalty card, 3 stamps.
How
All
many
right.
spaces for stamps are there on the card?
8.
So is our 8th drink free or our 9th?
Looking at the card, it says, get 8 stamps and a discount on your 9th purchase.
Oh, it's just a discount. It's not even a free one. We should have gone for the gold, man. We should have
That's-
doubled our order.
Yeah, that's not good. Is there an expiry date on the card?
Yeah, is there an expiry?
No, much like any of these loyalty cards, it's more of a challenge just to keep it in your wallet without losing it.
It will disintegrate in your wallet before you ever filled it.
Yeah,
I'll go-
it's one of those ones that you put in the back pocket and then you forget about it and then you put those jeans in the wash and it just
Wash
gets wrecked.
machines.
You have to start all over again.
They should do an app. They should do an app version instead.
Yeah, like
We'll get
everyone,
Burnsel to start working on it.
Yeah.
everyone has a crystal ball that
Yes.
they carry around.
Oh, it's in here somewhere, scrolling through the different.
Yes, through this crystal.
Well, even though we're not together, I imagine Finn's feelings on this one, and I promise to myself quietly that should we be passing in the dead of night during an adventure, we'll break a window or something to try and make sure they don't see the profit from this extortionate purchase.
Yeah.
So I guess we just need to go and pick up our stuff via the blacksmith, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can just mooch and wander around town and just kind of take a look at the sights. It's not been too long. You probably still have a good maybe 40 minutes until the hour and a half window he gave you.
Okay, so we'll have a bit of a mooch around. Did we to make sure we've got everything we needed from our list, apart from the animals that we can't find? Don't hear any bees around here. We have most of the stuff we need. Did we get any potent alcohol?
No, you haven't. You haven't got any potent alcohol.
Yeah, we could use some potent alcohol. I think the other things we have paint and brushes, we have the materials for our cutouts, we have the general bits of supplies that we needed. We have the chains that are coming. We couldn't find marbles, but we have the magic was in us all along. So yeah, I think it's just the booze that we need.
Alrighty.
Should we go to the hotel?
Did we get any grease?
Grease? No, you didn't ask for grease. Old Jeb said grease is probably best at like a forge and stuff.
Well,
machinery.
Maybe when we pop back in at the forge, we'll see if he's just got any spare grease around. We'll ask about that. But yeah, let's try and get some booze in the 40 minutes we have. Just pop to a food and drinkery.
Well, we should go. Why don't we go to the hotel bar? Because we've already.
The Electric Dragon.
Yeah, we've already drunk
you can
there,
head
right?
back to the Electric Dragon. Yeah. I'd say it's pushing on. When did you go? We kind of went to see Bunzel in the morning, didn't you guys?
Yeah, we went first thing.
Yeah, with everything that's gone on, you're chatting to Bunzel, roof hopping, doing the shopping and stuff. I'd say it was maybe 3-4 o'clock-ish.
Killing rats.
Killing rats, yeah.
So
killing rats takes a lot of time.
We'll pop and get the booze, quick in and out, and then we'll get the chains, and then hopefully be back for sort of the time neighbours would be on. Sort of 5:25. See what Tony's up to, and then we'll get to constructing the house.
Alrighty. You guys head into the Electric Dragon, and even though early in the afternoon, it is starting to hustle and bustle in here. There are already bards performing magical songs on their lutes. Zeldon Delafoy is currently hosting the open mic night, as he usually does. Big, huge hat with a huge flamboyant feather in it. The quite big and gnarly looking Dragonborn that is running the bar itself, with that huge kind of scar across one of his eyes. His eyes are kind of faded milky white, where he seems to have lost all vision in it. Tending bar and serving drinks. Kind of recognises you guys, kind of puts up a hand as he's doing all these other bits and serving all his other customers.
He recognises one of us, right? Obviously he's never met me before.
1 second. No, he doesn't recognise you. But there is also the gambling tables across the way in the Electric Dragon, where they are playing vaults. You guys remember?
Don't do it.
Do it.
Nah, I'm on the clock.
Vaults was really, really hard. None of us got past like the second round, right? No, I don't think we should play vaults. Let's get the booze first.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we'll get a booze. Because we've got prep to do on this house,
and we want to get back in time for neighbours. So
yeah,
no vaults.
Yeah, like I reckon that Annalise only have to lose money, you know. But yeah, that's a vintage actual neighbours reference there for those that are exactly as old as I am.
They were right over my head, mate.
That's going to be.
It's because I'm a good 15 years older than you.
I only know Brookside.
Oh wow! I've got some Neighbours and some Home and Away. I used to watch Neighbours and then go straight into Home and Away.
Harold! That's one of them.
Even though they were on different channels, they synced up perfectly. You could jump one straight to the other.
Perfectly.
All I know is bloody EastEnders and Who Shot Phil, because everyone else in my family really wanted to watch it, and that was just the thing to watch, wasn't it?
Did Phil get shot? Jeez.
Yeah, do you not remember that? Who Shot Phil?
Spoiler alert, I'm not there yet.
Still on season 1.
Yeah, he's not on season 56 yet.
Okay, the big, gnarly Dragonborn behind bar kind of looks at you guys. Well, if it isn't those biscuit singer guys, you right?
Yeah, we're the biscuit singers. We're like the backing biscuit singers. The main event, he's not
your
here.
Dragon Ball friend did
The
that
Jaffa
really
cakes.
good. Yeah.
The Jaffa cakes.
Oh, come on, right, I've got a queue going. What's going on?
Big bottle of strong old booze, mate. We're having a bit of a house party tonight.
Really strong. Your strongest. What is your strongest?
Points to the top shelf. That'd probably be a bottle of Dragonfire.
Bottle of Dragonfire, please.
Dragonfire, yeah.
All
Either
right.
that or the stuff you use to clean the pipes. Whatever's stronger.
Well, water.
Oh, you just use water? Alright, I'll give us Dragonfire then.
We'll need some little sustainer flame,
The whole bottle.
please.
All right. Reaches up, grabs the whole bottle. 125.
We pay the man.
Hold on, we're getting this for Bunzel. This is Bunzel's private. Does that give us a discount? Maybe you want to give Bunzel a bottle of Dragonfire potentially. We've encountered a lot of generosity on our trip today.
You're trying to tell me that you sing about biscuits and you're working for Bunzel?
Well, that's where I come in, mate. He's commissioned me to... You've seen the Prof's house, right? He thinks it's time for a bit of a makeover. So tonight, we're having a bit of a celebration. Tomorrow, we're redoing his old gaff for him.
Roll a deception for me as you blatantly lie to this man.
I mean, lots of that was true. Okay, so I rolled a 7, and my deception is... I must be good at lying, right? My deception is +4.
Kind of nods. Oh, I didn't realise you lot were going to be working for him. I could do something. Yeah, just call it 95.
Very kind of you. The professor will send the professor your regards.
Oh yeah, well we owe him a lot, don't we?
95 on the... I write it down on my little expenses tracker I'm putting. I'll submit
Yeah.
those later.
Keep track of this, guys.
We'll take it, thank you.
All right. He presents to you a bottle of Dragonfire. Seems to be a very dark, kind of almost reddish liquid. And very intricate bottle, very long, almost dead straight, and then just kind of very calm, almost pyramid-like, kind of tapers off at the top. And the top of it and the cork of it actually is a very nicely carved kind of dragon head.
Nice. We'll keep this bottle afterwards. It'll come in.
Yeah.
It'll go on a really nice, like a little display shelf. When we buy a house somewhere around here and we have like a little trophy room, with
Just
like a
fill
big
up the
penny
shelf
and
with all your empty bottles.
yeah, big penny and a T-Rex and all the other trophies that we'll have from our adventures. We'll put all this in here. So I guess that only took a few minutes, and the chains might not be ready yet. Oran, do you want to pop into the weapon shop while we're here? Get a sort of strap for your hammer, or I don't know, any other accessories that you need.
I mean, I'm happy to go in for a window shop, but my hand axes are bound to me now, so I don't really need anything there.
I like you're actually looking.
Huh?
Yeah, looking in.
I love that you're actually looking.
Yeah, I'm looking at my thing. Well, we could either go to the weapon shop, or we could crack open this bottle of Dragonfire and have a wee half each.
Oh,
Not
half.
To say.
I don't drink when I'm on the clock, Gov, because I'm in character. But you can have one by all means.
No, it's not the same when you have one by yourself.
I'll have one in my safe at the house after neighbours.
I just want to inject a little chaos into this.
why
No,
don't you
let's
go-
go to.
Go check in on Lawrence.
Oh, let's check if he's been brushing those horses.
Oh, okay, let's go to see Lawrence.
Alrighty.
He said from afar.
Who said that?
That's a
Did you
Professor
hear
Right
that?
moment. Your voice was echoing in my mind, like if I try and ride my bike in the house.
I got Invisible to do it in sign language.
Oh.
No one would see the sign language. Okay, going out of the electric dragon with the the valets for the horses are kind of all dotted about up the strip. I believe they had like purple waistcoats, was it? Or maybe it was like dark red. Doesn't matter. It's got the telltale waistcoat. However, it is not Lawrence. It is someone else.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this already.
Maybe Lawrence is away brushing the horses, though. All right, mate. Is Lawrence on tonight?
Lawrence, yeah, he's just in the stables. Should I get him, sir?
Please.
Scatters off. After a little while passes, Lawrence does return. He seems to not be wearing his Valier vest. He seems to have a kind of like a leather apron, and he's got some weird kind of tools and stuff in the leather apron. You assume he was maybe reshoeing a horse or something. Hello, sir. I haven't seen you for a day or so.
Just since yesterday, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you've never
horses?
seen before, but my friend here has something he could talk to you about.
Oh yeah,
just checking on the horses.
Hold on, let's see if he'll see through your disguise. Yes, he does.
Oh,
Kind of looks at the weird like bit of the glue starting to come off the corner of the moustache.
I look at him, it's like, be cool, man. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Did you want your horses?
Not right now. We're just checking in to make sure they're all well.
Yeah. Just feeding them now.
Has Blizzard been eating his oats?
Yep. They've all they're very good horses. They're very well very well behaved.
And my big question for you, Lawrence, is: are they very well brushed right now?
Of course, we brush them every day just in case you require them again.
Because as anyone that looks after horses knows, that's the most important thing.
You've got to brush them, yeah.
You've got to brush them.
Very well, good sir.
Wonderful.
Your animal knowledge knows no bounds.
Well, in many ways, ABH always brush horses. There'll be a different kind of ABH that's around here. If anyone doesn't.
Yes, of course, sir. Of course, yes. ABH. So if you do not require the horses now, I can start a tab until you require them. Of course, you only paid for the one night.
Oh, God. How much is it, Lawrence? We've already spent a lot today, so this is a bit of a shock to me. I'm sorry. I'm disappointed.
Lawrence can't remember.
I think it was a couple of silver because he was going to double brush them.
Yes, he said, chuck us an extra silver and I'll brush them twice, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just tell him to charge everything to Bunzel.
Yeah, Bunzel must have a tab.
You're not there, Finn.
I know. I'm just imagining this myself.
I'm hearing this in my head again.
I mean, we'll keep it on the tab. Yeah, by all means, take a tab, and we will make sure that we will square this with you.
Yes, of course, sir. If you're starting a tab, it will be a silver piece per day.
That's okay.
I mean, you have just spent like $1,000 in gold pieces on liquids.
On
coffee, yeah.
On coffees, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Silver a day, and then I tell you what, off the books, there is a shiny 1 gold in this for you personally, Lawrence. If those horses come back in tip-top condition when we come and collect them, on top of anything we square the bill.
Oh wow! Well, I was currently reshoeing a horse for a different client, but I can get straight on your horses if you want me to.
Yeah, leave that one without shoes.
That'd be great.
Just abandon it.
Here's an extra gold to leave it without.
Here's an extra gold. Just put 1 shoe on it.
You're a wonky horse that'll run in circles.
That guy might be chasing us later. This is a good thing to do, potentially.
Yeah. You're just creating enemies left, right, and centre. We've got the guy who owns the other horse, the 3 rats.
Yeah, let's really give him a gold to not shoe that other half horse.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, there you go. There you go, and that's you injecting the chaos that would have ensued from us getting drunk on the strongest liquor on that bar.
I need to write this down as well because this is fucking gold. Okay.
Yeah,
And Lawrence, the horse valet.
Or wedge a kipper between the shoes.
No, I can't get rid of that kipper yet. It's not.
Yes, you can.
I haven't won my bet yet. I just
know you
ruined my
haven't.
base as well.
Was it Oral who said that
That was
about
an RN one.
or Oran, make a persuasion with advantage because you are bribing.
Okay. That's a D20, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 15 was the first roll, plus 1, so 16. Yeah, 16's the better.
16s.
That's pretty strong, 16.
Yeah. So I wouldn't feel comfortable tarnishing our reputation, and then you hand him the gold. You're like, yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Amazing. I've got to write this down.
Okay, so we paid Lawrence an extra gold piece.
We won't expense that one. That's on us.
To not shoe a horse.
How much to actively de-shoot every other horse?
The only shoot horses in town.
Oh, goodness.
That'd be I don't know. It depends how many horses he's currently looking after, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have enough for that, but I think we're gonna. Something tells me this horse that's partially shoed is gonna come up in a future adventure somehow, and I am here for it.
This is good then. So that's all. Should we go and get the chains and then head back?
Yeah, thank you, Lawrence. We were really just using you to kill some time, so thank you for that. You've given us some entertainment.
Great, thank you, sir. Excellent. May I go back to de-shoeing or not shoeing a horse now?
Yeah, just make sure you do not shoe that horse.
Okay,
Thank you.
And with that, he scurries back into the back round the back of the electric horse in the stable area. As he kind of runs back, the original guy that was there retakes his position. Okay, are you guys heading back to the forge?
Yeah, let's go back and get our stuff. So we're going to just go and pick up the other bits, and while we're there, we'll see if Matey there has any grease or tar.
So you head back to Letharion's flame. He greets you guys. Bonjour. Yes, come in, of course. Your order is all ready and set up for you.
That is so great. This looks fantastic. Some quality chains here. All the other bits of metal. I did wonder, Glusso, do you have any spare grease or tar around here?
Grease, I do not really have anything I could provide for you, but if you need something to be, lubricated, I do have oil, which I use to quench the weapons.
Oil would be perfect. Do you have any you could spare for us?
Yeah, I could get do you have a bottle or a vial that I could use?
Oh, do we have the trophy cup thing? The cup that we drink all the mystery potions out of? Do we have that?
It's all with me, I believe.
Do not worry, Benjamin. Benjamin comes up. Do we have a bottle or something that we could borrow? He kind of scurries off out of the forge area into kind of the indoor area.
Good lad,
and
Benjamin.
comes back later. He does manage to find an old jam jar.
Oh, thank you, Benjamin.
Is this big enough?
Oh, perfect.
Glusso will take it, and he'll manage to get some of the oil that he uses for quenching his weapons. And doesn't have a lid on anymore, unfortunately. But you have a jar of oil.
Great.
Just 1 moment before you go. He gestures to your stuff that you've requested. These iron rods here, what do you think of them? Because Benjamin here was in charge of making them, and I would like your honest opinion.
Right, let's inspect, because we want to give an honest opinion, or at least know what we're talking about. So let's take the closest look we can. Should we both have a look and both give our opinion here?
Sure.
All right.
Can we roll for it?
Yeah, roll investigation for me as you are picking up or looking at these iron bars, these iron rods for reinforcing the the windows.
Right.
Benjamin is not looking you guys in the eye. He is very nervous.
Rolled a 15, and I've got a plus. Is it investigation?
Yes.
So 20. Unnatural all the way.
Unnatural 20. Excellent. Oran?
I totally missed. I lost my connection there for a bit, so I'm just rolling. What am I rolling for? I didn't hear any of that.
Investigation.
13.
13. Oran, they look really, really good. And Gamos, with your unnatural 20, a little bit... Looks like he could have done a bit better with the sanding. Still a little bit rough in some places. But considering like a 13-and-a-half-year-old has worked to forge and made these like metal rods, you're fucking impressed.
Great. Well, let's congratulate him and say we'll do some disbelief. Sorry, Benjamin made these?
Yes, Benjamin made these.
Oh, magnifique, Benjamin.
He's like, I looks up at you guys. Oh, thanks. Uncle Gluso here was really insistent that I kind of take charge of the rods.
Très bien, sir. Yeah, you are.
Gluso will tussle Benjamin's hair. He's like, I will make a blacksmith out of you one day, Benjamin.
C'est un génie. We have all of our stuff. Oren, anything else we need here at the blacksmiths while we're here?
I think we're good. Did we need any extra nails? Or nails in this? I can't remember.
We got some.
Yeah,
nails,
you've got some chains. You've got some nails. You've got these metal bars for securing the windows. They've done a very nice job. Very beautiful, very intricate, very delicate work. You can definitely tell and can definitely see the difference between like, God, what was his name? The blacksmith in Russellton, Sylvester Stallone. His kind of more Gilfer. Thank you. You can kind of see the difference between like Gilfer's kind of dwarven heritage and his kind of smithing. All of his swords are quite big, angular, square, as this elven forging seems to be very more intricate curves and finer details. But yeah, with you guys successfully doing your Home Alone shopping spree with extra potions and stuff like that, and with Uraprax happily arm in arm with the Oaks after finding them after a couple of days and not knowing where they were, you guys head slightly out of sync with each other, but all start heading back to Professor Bunzel's house. And I think we're going to leave it there for today.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Cool. We've got all we need.
Righty.
That was a whirlwind.
What an adventure. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Monsters and Madness. If you'd like to find out more about myself, you can find me on Instagram @LouisHay, where I post a bunch of different silly sketches and doodles. If you'd like to find out more about John, you can find him on his Twitter @JohnCrinnan, or his website johncrinnan.com, where you'll find all the links to his stories and his other podcasts. You can find Carl on his Twitter @CarlHughes, or you can visit hawkandcleaver.com to learn more about how they help fresh and upcoming podcasters. To find Daniel, you can find him on his Twitter @WilcoxAuthor, or visit danielwilcox.com to learn more about his books and his special boot camp to help new authors. You can find Andy CT on his Twitter @AndyCTWrites, or visit theotherstories.net to hear some of his horrifically twisted creations. The Monsters and Madness theme tune was created by Timo Henderson. You can check out his website, timohenderson.com, to see what kind of awesome music he can create, especially for you and your next project. And lastly, our background music was produced by Daniel Birch and downloaded from freemusicarchive.org. Visit his website, danielbirchmusic.com, to see what other music he has available. Thank you so much for listening, guys. We really hope you enjoyed the podcast, and we'll see you soon.